In case we decide to continue and not take a break, we're going through this off season and seeing what happens. Colton Clyde got dual MVP. I mean, again, at some point, I am going to want to take a break until the scouting update comes out. And like I said, once the scouting update's out, we might... I mean, obviously, a Draft of Glory makes sense. I think once the scouting update's out, the next franchise will do. This was drafting and free agents only. I think the next one we'll do is drafting and UDFA. So with Draft of Glory, we're allowed UDFA is... I guess we'll have to make the decision as to whether or not we're allowed to trade. That'll be the big decision. Obviously, that would be hard mode to not allow ourselves to trade, but that's pretty much what we're going to be looking at heading into the next franchise. But I definitely want to take at least a week break. I have no idea when their update's coming out, but we'll have to take that break. Jameis Winston retires as a champion. Forrest Buckner, Davis White, Stephon Diggs, Chris Jones, Honey Badger, Trent Brown, Amari Cooper, Patrick Ricard, Alex Kappa, who we had at one point in the series, Josh Lambo, Taylor Moton, Ronald Jones, Grady Jarrett, Ali Mape, McClinchy, Kittle, oh, San Francisco, Derrick Henry's gone, Deion Dawkins, Allen Robinson, Jadeveon Clowney, Eddie Jackson. No trade. That's what I'm leaning towards, in fairness. Derek Carr, Yannick Ngakoue, Marcus Peters. A lot of big names are gone. A lot of big names are gone, as is the case every single year. So, the final negotiations here. It's Tyreek Jackson or Josh Holmes, I would say, as much as I'd like to keep Hodges or Jackson, I think it's obvious, like, we're leaning towards franchise tagging Josh Holmes. But money-wise right now, yeah, we can't do it. We can't do it because of the cap, because of the draft picks. I think we got to let them all go. That's it. So it is confirmed. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, at 30 years old, is going to be leaving the Falcons. Sad times. Should have had a Super Bowl MVP. 5 spectacular seasons in Atlanta. Only 1 year did he not have at least 1,000 yards. But, what was that, 59 touchdowns in 5 years? We say goodbye to the Clydesdale. Damn shame. A damn shame. But we say goodbye to the Clydesdale. Also a pretty good receiving threat as well. I mean, what a mistake it was for Casey to let him go. Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't play the Dirty Bird when we won the Super Bowl. So we'll play it now in honor of Clyde. One last Dirty Bird for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who we would not have won a Super Bowl without, to say the least. One more time. I'm going to do the white quarterback Dirty Bird. Don't tuck in the arms properly. You go under the pits. Flat-handed. Oh, is that Chris Chandler or some shit like that? My goodness. So Clyde is gone. Harrison Butker, at 34 years old, is gone. AJ Terrell is gone. Again, he wants a $20 million cap hit. There's no way we're doing it. And franchise tagging would be the same. Ian Book, congratulations on winning a Super Bowl. And then Josh Holmes, who had a great Super Bowl. But we do have some younger linebackers who are probably going to be better. He was a combine beast. I hate that we're losing him. But he never broke out above star dev. So I hate to lose Josh Holmes, but it would be $13 million for one season. There's no way. And then AJ Terrell has played every down of his NFL career as a Falcon. One of our best players, of course. But we also say goodbye to him. So it is, needless to say, a new era A new era indeed for the Atlanta Falcons. In terms of scouting, let's see what we got. Again, we have 4 first-round picks, 13th, 21st, 25th, and 32nd. For some reason, they are out of order. Madden gonna Madden. All right. All the way down to round number 4. We can look for any potential steals here. Probably should base it off of the combine scores at this point, but I don't really care. This is what it felt like when Ty Law left New England. Yes. And of course, in terms of cap room, we have no money unless we move picks. But Josh Allen's there. Jefferson leaves Washington. Holy shit, and Cincinnati's going after him. Wow. Oh my God. Again, we were tempted to try to draft him to replace Colt, but... Wow, man. Poor Washington. Tua finally leaves Miami. Baker is gone from Cleveland. That is outrageous. Obviously, there's no way I'd trade anybody to free up room for Jefferson. It wouldn't be worth the risk. Because then we'd have to trade Colt, and it wouldn't work. Clyde is a free agent. He might be going to Cincinnati. Trey Sermon, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, Joe Mixon, Dalvin Cook still hanging around. There have been a lot of changes. Ingold's a free agent again. Jose Madden is a free agent. Joey Reverend. We'll see where all the top names go, but we can't really make a play for anybody. We're gonna hedge our bets in the draft as we always do. Make sure we're still stacked as we do. But yeah, it's unfortunate we couldn't keep Clyde. There was pretty much no way to keep him outside of moving a lot of different players or trading away certain draft picks. But Clyde is 30. He probably won't regress that fast, but we had to let him go. Major Walls. What a name. Fucking Major Walls. That might be the best name I've seen this year. Cincinnati won a big-time player. Cincy did not take losing the Super Bowl very well. And I guess they're going to weaponize any cap space they actually have. Zach Battle. What a name. Let's look at Alex and Middleton. Any of these quarterbacks want to be good? We know they won't be, but I'm just cool with wasting points at this stage. Greg Beckham. Well, the last Beckham we didn't take was good. Oliver Spitzer. Brooks Donald. He's out of Georgia. Trash. Marcus Teague might be half decent. Get a few of those. So that'll do it for free agency. Getting barely under the cap. Let's look at the recap here. Clyde goes to Cleveland. He says no to Cincy and goes to Cleveland. Gets the big old payday with the Browns. Trey Sermon to Dallas. That's a bit scary. Jonathan Taylor Thomas to the Rams. Quinnen Williams to Minnesota. Harrison Butker will join Clyde in Cleveland. We're going to miss you, Butt Kicker. Josh Allen to the... Woo! I wonder if that's it for Darnold then. And then there's the big one. Jefferson to the Raiders. What a move. That is huge. Absolutely huge for the Raiders. If we were in a different situation, I'd totally have gone for him. And A.J. Terrell takes the deal in New York. A $19.1 million contract for A.J. Terrell. He goes to the Jets. Get the bag, A.J. Get the bag. Joe Mixon goes to Houston. Jalen Johnson to Cleveland. Jose Madden also goes to the Jets. Logan Donahue on the move. Jets also picked up Wyatt Teller. Tua is on his way to Cleveland. So Clyde and Tua in Cleveland. Rudy Bush, Dalvin Cook to the football team. Reverend to Dallas. Hunter goes to KC. Alex Leatherwood to the Jets. Baker Mayfield goes to Buffalo. Interesting. Vita Vea to Cleveland. How much money did Cleveland have? Holy shit. How much money did they have as Matt Hennessy goes to the Cowboys? J.C. Jackson to Washington? Good Lord. Looking for other familiar names that are towards the end of their career. Josh Holmes also went to the Jets. A lot of our former players ended up in Cleveland and ended up in New York. Getting those paydays. All right. Cleveland winning the Soupy. They might. They might. Well, with that, we look ahead to what the hell this draft is going to be, and Lord knows what it's going to be. Here we go. Everybody prepare your eyes. Pull the pin. Flashbangs have pin. Flashbang! Out! Oh, God. They still haven't fucking fixed it. And they probably won't. All year. Outrageous. Alright, who's available in this draft? Tony Longwell and Mitch Holiday are the only two half-decent QBs. From the looks of it, although this guy is strong as fuck. 6'4", 243. The white Jamarcus Russell. Evan Dale. 2 first names. And then the rest was all just trash. I no longer have... My retinas have escaped from my body. I mean, we're at least looking at quarterbacks. I'm not saying he's going anywhere. Let's go ahead and mark everybody that could be worth drafting. And then we will prioritize the draft board. Fullback-wise, if we were to take someone, it'd be Nick Broyles. Wideouts. Holy wideouts. Okay, this is beautiful. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, even. Do we have anybody approaching a 7? No. Which is fine. Tight end-wise, Taysom Hill's an 82 rated fullback.
For those about to score,
I was gonna say Tim. I meant to say Tim Tebow. Coco! On the 14 months. It's beautiful. We finally changed over the fanboy. Tier 3 from my boy Coco. I meant to say Tim Tebow. I almost said Danny DeVito. That's why I was laughing. Oh, Tim Tebow's a really good fullback. Coco, we love you. Why the fuck did the shout out not work? Was there a typo? Why did it? Is the bot down? Coco Sports. Go through. Follow Coco, damn it. Tim DeVito Tebow, right? Tight end wise, who do we got? Let me get back on track a little bit here, huh? Christ alive. Thank you, Crash. Do we have anybody on the O-line? Will Burton. T.J. Dunbar. Sweet, beautiful Dunbar. Left guard, D'Angelo Godwin. Anybody else over a 6? Nope. Centers, Timmy Edwards, Teddy Wilson, Sean Rhodes. Timmy, Teddy, Sean.
Oh, good for you.
John, the name's Bond. John Bond. Oh my God, Javay Bear, I think it is. I thought that was John Goodman for a second. I was going to be so happy. It's Glenn Goodman. Coco, it's all good, buddy. I love you. Thank you very much for the tier 3, you beautiful, goddamn, magnificent specimen. And he is making... Oh, goodness, he's probably injury prone. Right tackle, Gavin Garrison. The only one, and then Justin Walton. All right, Trey Gaines, Eric Leary, James Hopkins. Oh my God, there's a lot of dudes that could be worth drafting here. Quite a few indeed. On the right-hand side, Gregory Cosgrove. Saying you're doing so well tonight. Jimmy Young. Yeah, we're just gonna add everybody onto the board, and we'll take a look at where we're at. DT, holy defensive tackles. Jesus, Marion Hossa. Do we need that many good defensive tackles in this draft? Holy balls. Shack Branch. Fun fact, I discovered that there's a road in Maine called Shack Rock. It's my golden life to live there. Yeah, AJ, I mean, fair enough. That's a shame it didn't say I was streaming, but you probably should have known. How are you, though, bud? Let's see. Anybody with a half-decent grade, we will put on the list and sort through to see if you are worth selecting. There are a lot of middle linebackers, Jesus. And on the right, Randy Farley. Falling through tables. He should go to Buffalo. Very nice, AJ. Thank you again. Oh, Junior Boone. Imagine not checking Twitter.com, right? Oh, Junior Boone. So many corners. So many corners. Saying Shaq's face on Shaq Rock. Oh, goodness. It's a real place, man. Fucking awesome. Alright. Anybody else who wants to be half decent? If we were to take a kicker, it would be Steve Enriquez. Or Doug Truman. And at punter, it would be Jordan Barker or Daniel Cody. So, if we were to take a quarterback, I mean, obviously, Tony Longwell could be the guy. Don't want to take him too early. But if he falls down the board, we could consider it to finally get a backup. Mitch Holiday out of Auburn, also projected to go early, which means he probably will. Which means there's no way we're going to get him, but he could be a decent backup. Adam Phelps, again, strong arm, strong boy. And Evan Dale. Keep an eye on those guys for a potential backup spot. Running backs, Denzel Fields. Ran a 4.39. Jesus, okay, he's interesting at 22. Chad Woodson. Fast, agile, not bad. Anton Gatewood. Fast, agile, not bad. Jonathan Walters. John Walters. Not good enough. Only has the strength. Kari Crosby has the agility, and that's it. Not good enough. Jalen Whitfield. Not good enough. Almost has the speed. Marcus Teague. Not good enough. Jamal Rosenthal. Not good enough. Trevor Barker. Not good enough. So there are only 3 running backs I'm interested in here. We don't absolutely need a running back, but we'll see what happens. If we were to rank this in terms of interest, mid-first rounder, early first rounder, yeah, it's probably in order. Again, Broyles at fullback, but let's be honest, we really don't need a fullback, but he could be a late round steal. Maybe move over to tight end. Wide receiver, Kevin White. Ran a 2.32. Very good. Taylor Ellis. Very good. Very, very good. Michael Sweats. Probably good. James Gallery. Ran a 4.29. Holy shit. Glenn Williams. Very, very good. Terrell Allison has the bench, but that's about it. Not good enough. Zach Anderson. Not good enough. Only has the agility. Oh, I mean, a 4.45 isn't that bad, but I don't think he'll be any better than the guys that we already have. Like, we're looking for elite talent only. So again, like, John Hayes isn't that bad at, straight 4s on the 40. 4.42, holy. Cameron Craig, not good enough. And Jaron Brackens, not good enough. All right, so again, we have our targets at wide receiver. Williams is a mid-first. Gallery's an early first. Ellis is a mid-first. And Kevin White is a late first. Interesting. So, I mean, that's pretty much in order of where we would go. Although he was also in mid-first. So James Gallery is apparently the top wideout in this draft. Tight end wise, it's either Bruce Harrell or Markel Staley. Harrell doesn't have the speed or the strength I'd want him to have. I don't know about that. And then Staley, yeah, this is not a draft to take a tight end from the looks of it. On the O-line, Will Burton has the speed. He's not bad. Has the speed, the agility, the strength, but he's not amazing at anything. And then TJ Dunbar. Hello. Yes, we could ease. TJ Dunbar could be a steal. Yes, please. Left guard, D'Angelo Godwin. Mid-first rounder, not bad. Juan Taylor. Only has the agility. Hunter Sari. Only has the agility. Byron Sanders. Nope. So Godwin is all right. Burton at least has some speed, agility, and such. Timmy Edwards. Late first rounder. Whoops. Teddy Wilson. Not bad at all. As a mid-second rounder. Sean Rhodes. Not bad at all. Okay, so there's some good centers. John Bond. Not bad. And Glenn Goodman. Late shout. So there's some pretty good centers in this draft. All projected to go later than they should. Marquis Wheaton. At least has the speed and agility. Raheel Reynolds has the speed and agility. And Dave Fox has the speed and agility. Mid-second rounder. Alright, so we'll put Wheaton below them. And the right tackle, Gavin Garrison. Not bad. And Justin Walton. Out. Alright, so we do have O-line options. Defensive line, this is where it gets crowded. Let's start from the bottom. Juan Castaneda is a no. Not strong, not agile enough. Yeah, I'm not really feeling that. Randy McKinley has the pace, but not the strength. No. Gordon Williams. No. Ben Fletcher. No. You got to be the complete package at defensive end for us to take you. It's a no from Palmer. Wilcox, also a no. James Hopkins, also a no. Don't trust it. Eric Leary, don't trust that either. Not even close. Not even close. And then Trey Gaines. Honestly, I don't trust any of those guys. In terms of the speed, the strength, the agility. The right-hand side, Cliff Sandridge. That's a no. Tremaine Sands. Sands and Sandridge. Okay. Andrew Colbert. Nope. Max Edmonds. Nope. Freddie Richards. Nope. Nope. Jimmy Young is not terrible. Alright, we'll leave him. Jimmy McKenzie. Nope. Justin Jennings. Really good speed, but I just don't trust the strength. I don't trust the strength. Major Walls. No, he's trash. Sorry, Major. Aaron Perriman. No. Kevin Muldrow. That's a no. And Gregory Cosgrove. That is a yes. Yeah, it's a shame Major Walls wasn't good enough. DT Johnson. Yes. Atkins. Yes. Felton. I'm going to say no. I don't feel like he has the strength, and he's 23. Javier Brackens, yes. Ralph Amos, yes. D'Angelo Arnold, yes. Roman Johnson, yes. Mark Hilliard, it's like I'm at a table at Sleepless in Seattle. That was a movie, kids. Anthony Benson, no. Cliff Preston, no. All right, cool. There are a shitload of good defensive tackles. Let's see, we got an early and a late, apparently. We got a mid. Another late. Another late. And an early. Alright, cool. Linebackers. Oh boy. What do we got? Conley. No. Holiday. No. Shaq Branch. I'm a little bit worried about the speed. Has the strength and agility, but I'm a little bit worried about the speed. I'm going to say no. I think there are better options we could get. Ryan Weatherspoon, yes. Deontay Agnew, that's a yes. Jeremy Bohannon, absolutely not. AJ McMillan, no. Brian Rivers, no. Sean Rubin, and Dom Buckner, no. All right, so two linebackers, one clearly better than the other. Middle linebacker, Anthony Watson. Yes, he stays. Connor Brown stays. Holy shit. He's 23, but my God, talk about a combine beast. Ran a 4.41 as a middle linebacker. Holy shit. Will Allen, he stays. The agility is a little bit concerning, but he'll stay. Darian McPhee absolutely stays. Chester Ziegler, out. Josh Mitchell, out. Romeo Perrine, just out. Just out. Lindsey Peters, just in. John Seymour, sorry, you're a little bit too slow, John. Jalen Burgess, out. Raheem McLean, out. Why are all the great names terrible players? Callaway's gone. TJ Reese is gone. Randy Tolbert, gone. Braylon Bullock, gone. Chris Wilkins, gone. Travis Barton, gone. Roderick Watson, gone. Jose Williams, gone. T. Hayes, gone. Nick Wilson, gone. Brandon, can't hack it. On the right, Randy Farley, stays. Mitch Stevens, hockey player, stays. Joe Manuel, gone. Or Manuel. Alex Scarborough, gone. Mike Childress, stays. Not bad. Eric Gregory, gone. Rick Hankins, gone. Nick Borum, gone. Bo Cosgrove, gone. Corners, Harold Taylor, not bad. Speed's a little bit concerning, but not bad. Carlos Joseph. Oh, hold on. Let me go back to Taylor. The only thing he lacks is a little bit of speed, but it's not brutal. Damn. He's a tough one. Carlos Joseph. No. He has the speed, decent agility. But, I mean, at 6'2", you don't expect the jumping to be great, but he's also pretty damn weak. Sorry, Carlos. Harold Taylor, everything's good but the speed, and he's not tall enough really to move over to be a dominant safety, is he? He is listed as a slot corner. We'll leave him. Junior Boone stays. A little bit weak, but that's okay. Jared Stockton stays. Can't really jump, but everything else is good. Ricky Mobley is out. Maybe. That's a slot option. Sidney Adams, definitely out. Doesn't have the speed, doesn't have top-notch agility. Dwayne Freeman, he can stay. Cassidy Langham, definitely out. Sean Ballard, doesn't have the speed of the reps. Nick Daniels, way too goddamn slow. There are better slot options. Taylor George, out. Tyrone Griffin, out. Jojo Caver, out. Andrew Collins, gone. Sean Griffith. Yeah, I fully expect that none of these guys are going to be steal worthy. And that's what it's looking like. Yeah. So one more time through here. Harold Taylor. Only thing that saves him is that early first round projection, but I am worried about the speed. Junior Boone, a little bit worried about the strength, but he's okay. Stockton, a little bit worried about the jumping, but he's okay. Mobley, we're worried about the jumping and the strength. For that reason, I'm going to take him out. And Freeman, pretty much only worried about the strength. Safeties, which we have like none scouted. Kevin Young, looks like a beast. Reggie Jones. Outside the top 10 in terms of the 40 time and the bench, that's going to be a no. I'm going to limit it to being outside the top 10 in one regard. So like Fitzpatrick there. Mentor, I'm sorry, you just missed the cut. Stapleton looks great. Dansby is out. And Terrell White is just out. Michael Westbrook, fantastic. George Hayden, fantastic. Jaden Verdon, fantastic. Tyree Tart, he stays. Austin Adams, he stays. D'Angelo McClain is out. Jeff Bankston, out. Randall Williams, out. And Michael Burnett, out. All right, cool. So, I mean, we pretty much have it down to who would be worth picking and who wouldn't be. Enriquez is 22. Truman's also 22. Again, we'll keep an eye on these guys. So, I mean, again, we have the 13th pick. In terms of who we would have to take early, I wouldn't trade up to get Tony Longwell. Denzel Fields was the best running back. Now, Denzel Fields is the interesting one. Wide receiver. Gallery could also be worth trading up for. I think we might keep an eye on our list. Harrell, I definitely wasn't interested in trading up for. Godwin, don't have to trade up for. Timmy, it's fine. All of the DTs, just all of them. Problem is, we don't really need another dominant defensive tackle. And who the hell do you grade as the best? We did sort through this, did we not? Early first rounders for those two. Mid, late. Alright, so for DT, it's clearly Dante Johnston. If we wanted another dominant defensive tackle, but we do have another fairly dominant DT already. He just doesn't have the highest potential in the world. Connor Brown. Probably don't have to trade up to get. And then there's Taylor at corner. And there was also Junior Boone. Just taking inventory of who could go incredibly. Man, there's Johnston and Johnson, a family company. Just kind of take an inventory of who could be worth to trade up for at number 1. Or make sure we get at least one of these players and kind of leave it up to the AI who the hell we get. So what's happening, man. So Westbrook is an early option. George Hayden is a mid. Hayden Vernon is late. Okay, so we kind of have our position of need. Or at least we know the best players in this draft. I'm going to look at our roster and see if there's anybody to obviously get rid of. There's the running back in Fields, who, I mean, I'm not against Beverly being the guy, right? Not against it. We're not going to make all 4 of those picks, don't worry. Wide receiver-wise, we're good. We really don't need Gallery at all, because Hardwick is spending his entire career as a Falcon. So we're good. Then defensive tackle. Again, McDaniels is only normal dev. But you could argue we need DT more than wide receiver. Edwards-Helaire left as a free agent. We didn't have the money to re-sign him, unfortunately. Quite a few players ended up having to go. And then we have corner, which we're still good, even without AJ Terrell. I'd say that's kind of in the same category as wide receiver with Gallery. And then safety, we have Bernard and we have Espinoza. So if we were to trade up at all, it would pretty much have to be for Fields at running back. But even then, we don't need it to an extreme extent. So we have, get ready for the white light, we have what, pick 13? I think we just wait to see who's still there at pick 13. I don't really see the need to trade up. I mean, at best, we trade up with Tennessee and take the running back. That's it. That's what it would be. Or we just see who's left at pick number 13. I mean, he was clearly the best running back of this draft. Clearly. I just wonder how expensive of a deal it would be. Because clearly we'd have to give up draft picks to make it happen. Just going to safety net this really quickly and see what they're thinking. I mean, we could pull it off fairly easily. Fairly easily. It's just a question of whether or not we have to. Like, what are the odds of running back goes number 1? He won't. Let me see where he is on the board. Like, the general big board. I cannot believe EA hasn't fixed this. Let's see. He is 9th. There's a chance he falls to pick 13. There is. He is 9th on the board. Worst case, Woodson and Gatewood are behind him. Gatewood definitely had better combine results, but I'm intrigued by Fields quite a bit. Let's see what happens. We'll go ahead and sim to the pick, see if he's still available, and take it from there. So, pick number 13. Taylor Ellis at wide receiver is gone. Let's see who's still left. Denzel Fields, still available. Like, all the quarterbacks are gone. The AI go nuts for quarterbacks. Fields is there. Gallery is there, so the wide receiver I also wanted. Still on the board. DT, Johnston is gone. Johnson is still there. So that top DT that I would have liked is gone. But again, like, we're fine. We could have traded up. I'm sure that DT is a beast. But that's okay. And then at corner, Taylor is gone, but Junior Boone is still there. At safety, Young is gone, but Westbrook is still there. So 4 players that I had on my top, actually 5, that I had as my top players in this draft are still there. But again, there's really only one position we can define as a position of need. He might fall further down the board, but we're going to risk it with Denzel Fields out of Arizona State. Number 1 in true value. That's the 3rd year in a row we've gotten number 1 in true value, but he's normal dev. Good thing we didn't trade up to number 1, huh? He'll probably end up with a breakout moment, but he is the perfect backup behind Beverly for the season. So, it's not a home run to say the least, and that normally happens with running backs, but if he gets a breakout moment, he should be fantastic. 67 catching too, so he won't be horrible as a he won't be horrible as a receiving option either. So not bad. We'll skip ahead to our next pick. We'll just let the cards fall where they may because I'm not looking at the white screen of death anymore. So who's still left that we were interested in and potentially trading up to get? And yes, to answer your question, we could still look at Woodson here. We could indeed. Who was projected as a first rounder. Early first round talent. Let's keep inventory here. So we got Woodson at running back. James Gallery is still there. I was tempted to take him very early. Very early. He might have to be the pick. We don't have an extreme need at wide receiver, but it might have to be Gallery. We weren't interested in Harrell at this point. Godwin, not quite. Edwards, not quite. Good players, but hopefully I can get them later. Cosgrove was a mid. Johnson was also available from that early list of players. Again, Weatherspoon we can hopefully get later. There's a lot of guys I'm looking at, hopefully as the rounds go on. Junior Boone is also... Wow, a lot of the guys I identified as top targets are still there. And Michael Westbrook. So a lot of guys are still there. Let's take a look at the team again. So we're going to rule out Woodson and just go with the running back we chose, at least for now. Makes no sense to take 2 running backs here. So we could take Gallery at wide receiver. He would be the 4th choice option to start next season, which means Nicholas Banks probably gets dealt. Defensive tackle, we could take Johnson, and he would be paired up with Knighton and McDaniels, and it'd be a toss-up for who gets that second spot. Jermichael Foster would probably get dealt. Corner, we could get Junior Boone. He would be a good 3rd to 4th choice option, depending on what we do with safeties and corners next year. And then there's also Westbrook, which again, who knows who ends up at corner. I think, honestly, it's a secondary option or it's a DT option, even though Gallery looked really good. The difference is Gallery and Westbrook were two guys that I identified as the best players in their position, whereas the other two weren't. So to me, it's either we take this absurd safety in Michael Westbrook, absolutely absurd, or we go for wide receiver James Gallery, who is fast as fuck. He can also jump, he's also strong. Man, both are so good. Our next pick is 4 picks away. I think we got to take Westbrook. Gallery looks awesome. Money-wise, we could probably trade up, but we'd have to limit it to 3 first-rounders instead of 4. It would just be too expensive money-wise. Honestly, I'm going to go with my gut on this one. I'm going to take Michael Westbrook out of LSU. 3rd overall in true talent. We got number 1 and we got number 2. Hidden Dev at 21. He is a god. He's going to be a god. Oh my god. That speed and acceleration at 6'2". Michael Westbrook. Welcome aboard. Honestly, I'm going to let the chips fall where they may. We'll see who's available at pick number 25. We'll let the chips fall where they may. Is Gallery gone? I think he is. Gallery went. That's okay. Is Johnson on the board? Roman Johnson's still there. And what about Boone? So is Junior Boone. So the wide receiver's gone. That's okay. Clearly the pick here is going to be Johnson as a D-line option. Although I'm a little bit worried about the combine. UGA, thank you for the follow. I'm worried about the combine. I'm going to trust the scout and the fact that he's 21. Let's take Roman Johnson. What a first round, baby. 9th in true talent. We got 3 of the top 10. 21, Hidden Dev, 77. It just keeps on going. It just keeps on going for this team. We are a prospect factory. I mean, aside from the running back not having Hidden Dev, this was a home run of a draft. There's no other way to put it. And just hopefully that running back gets a breakout moment this upcoming season. Again, we are in no position to trade up anymore. We have to factor in money at this stage. So, unless there is someone who is can't miss in the first round, we have to trade this pick. You got Timmy Edwards, who was a late first rounder. The other DTs are still there. In Amos, who was a mid first rounder. And then D'Angelo Arnold was a late. Ryan Weatherspoon at linebacker is a late first rounder. Not bad, had a breakout work. Completely random for young players to try and get better than they already are. If we were to take a linebacker, it'd be Connor Brown at middle. I really like the looks of that kid. He could be a beast. And then Junior, wow, Junior Boone is still there. We have to do it. I like the idea of Connor Brown, but Junior Boone is still there. We got to do it. He's the best player available. Easily. Hands down. I didn't think we'd make 4 first-round picks, but we did save a lot of money. We're taking Junior Boone. Normal dev, but we got 4 of the top 10. True talent. So 2 hiddens, 2 normals. At least the normals have high ratings. 95 speed, 94 acceleration, 92 jumping. He'll probably be our 3rd, maybe our 4th choice corner in the upcoming season. Not bad at all. I mean, that's a home run of a first round. I mean, it's not a grand slam, but it's a home run of a first round. Had to risk it. Had to trust the scout. So who is left that was deemed a first round talent? Timmy Edwards is still there at center, which is beautiful. Again, he was a late first round projection. Ryan Weatherspoon is still there as a late first round projection. Connor Brown is still there, baby. Yes. Oh, let's go. Right now, he is the pick. Barring a miracle, he is the pick. It's him or Hayden, and we're taking him. Downtown, Connor Brown, out of Colorado. He's 23, but he looks unbelievable. He's 23, but hidden dev 75. Connor Brown, 19th in true talent. We got him at 39. 91 speed, 84 pursuit, 77 awareness. That is just another phenomenally talented young linebacker that we have on this team. That was a no-brainer. That was a no-brainer. Again, we're not going to bother with trading up because already we are pushing it when it comes to the cap space. We are pushing it. One of the quarterbacks went off the board. I think we still have... Oh my God, Timmy Edwards is still there. How? How is Edwards still there? We're getting so many... Weatherspoon is still there too. So many players are falling to us here in this draft. This is unreal. And wow, George Hayden and Verdon are still there. The best player available is George Hayden. So it's either we go for a position of need at center with Edwards, or we take Hayden, who was projected to be a mid-first round pick. Holy hell. And then Verdon was projected to be a late. I mean, best player available is Hayden. I think we got to go for the best player available. I think Edwards would be great, but George Hayden is the best player left on the board. 77 normal dev, 12th in true talent. We got him at 49, 21 years old. So the normal dev kind of sucks, but that's an NFL-ready player out of the gates. Again, there was not a single player who couldn't step into the starting lineup. Oh, I got a safety already, but we're looking for best players available as opposed to drafting for need. We don't exactly have to draft for need. This team is already stacked to the gills here. So the question, Timmy Edwards is still there. He's the pick. Come on down, Timmy. 75 normal dev at 21. 21st in true talent. We get him at 57. After all that, we still get Timmy Edwards, who could end up being a starter. Normal dev isn't a disqualifier. I did not think we'd be making all of these picks. And we're going to have to do some fine navigating to make this work. But this has been an unbelievable draft. So we have Wilson, again at center, that we could move if we had to. He's a mid-second. Sean Rhodes is a late second, so we go for Wilson. Do we have anybody else who was projected to go in the first round? We have Agnew, who might be the favorite over Wilson. Mitch Stevens was a mid-second. I'd go for Agnew over Stevens. Dwayne Freeman, late second. Jaden Verdon's still there. We're taking our third safety of the draft. We go for the best player available. Jaden Verdon. 23rd in true talent. We get him at 64. 75 hidden. And that is why we take the best available. We are going to be boned cap-wise. But by the time we're boned cap-wise, we're probably going to be done with the Falcons. We would have taken our break and been ready for a new franchise mode with the new scouting update. Incredible. Who's left? So at quarterback, we could finally take a backup. Could be Evan Dale out of Pittsburgh. We only have 3 picks left. Sean Rhodes is available on the O-line. What the hell was he, late second? Yeah. Need to take a kicker? No, we don't. We have a kicker already. We kept 2 kickers. Darren McPhee is a 4th rounder. Okay, so I think if we were going to take a quarterback, this is the guy. I mean, I don't trust that he's amazing. That's the issue, but would he be better than like some rando free agent QB? It's so tough to get quarterbacks. How old is Dale? 22. 6'6", 240. Doesn't have the strongest arm in the world. Fritz, what's going on, man? I mean, if we're taking a quarterback, it's Dale. We don't need a fullback, even to convert him to tight end. On the O-line, I mean, it's obvious we'd take Rhodes over anybody else. And then you could argue kicker punter really early on. I mean, we gotta take Sean Rhodes here. It's the smart move. Yeah, 70 normal dev, 64th in true talent. We got him at 95. That's a really good young depth option on the O-line. We have, I believe, 2 picks left. We move ahead to round number 4. This is actually our final pick because it's glitched out still. So our final pick of this draft. Again, I know Brackens was there. I didn't like his combine results because all he has is speed. So, the quarterback is gone, which doesn't surprise me. So we need to look here. Who's the best left tackle? 37 reps at 21. Dunbar's better. Bond or Goodman? 7.6. Clearly, I'd say Dunbar is the best O-lineman left. Clearly. Middle linebacker, Lindsey Peters. We don't got to go for him. We took a lot of safeties as it is. So, we could risk it for, I mean, a kicker or a punter, which aren't needed. We're fine. Like, we're fine. We really don't need either of them. Or we take another lineman who looks like he could provide pretty goddamn good depth, if we're being honest. So we got the meme picks and the smart pick. I gotta be honest. I think we're gonna go for the smart pick of TJ Dunbar. Just how it's panned out for us. So, let's take TJ Dunbar. 64 normal dev at 21. And that was our first and only reach of the draft because that's our final pick. So, hey, maybe we should have gone for a kicker or a punter. But we are done in what was another absurdly good draft. Again, we are going to have to navigate some potential cap issues down the road, if not immediately. Yeah, we're going to be over the cap now. But if we look at the draft recap, as long as it doesn't crash. Again, Fields, normal dev kind of sucks. Westbrook was incredible. Johnson's incredible. Boone had normal dev, but again, they're starter caliber. And Brown, Hayden, and look at that. Look at that. Wait, did I take Evan Dale? I think I simmed. Did I sim past? I did. So we had back-to-back picks, and I didn't know. I hit sim the next pick after I drafted Rhodes, and it did take the quarterback, Evan Dale. So I got both guys I wanted. I got Dale and Rhodes. Dale is a 63 normal dev, so good enough to be a backup that we train up. Well, that's perfect then. I'll take it. Even when I fuck up, like when I accidentally sim the Bears game, we still win. 91 throw power, and that is it. That's all he's got. That's all he's got is throw power. Beautiful. So that's our draft. It's even better than I thought it was. Let's look around the league here. So that DT, Dante Johnson, went number 1, or Johnston. Oh my God. Ooh. Again, though, 79 normal dev at 21's fine, but thank God we didn't trade up for him. The quarterback, Tony Longwell. 74 normal. Holy shit, this draft. That already makes this draft so much better. Shaq Branch at linebacker. Stud. Stud for the Giants. Kevin Young at safety for the Colts. Stud and a half. Good God. Mitch Holiday, the other quarterback we wanted. 73 hidden. I think our scout said he was a second-round talent. So again, don't trust the scouts with the current scouting until it gets changed on QBs. Don't do it. Don't do it. Vincent was a 74. Harold Taylor. Stud of a player there as well. Kevin White. I want to look at the names that we were potentially targeting. Trey Gaines, Taylor Ellis. Again, we took Fields. So Kevin White was our top wideout target, right? 75 hidden, or actually 74 hidden. And then there was Taylor Ellis, 76 hidden. Pretty damn good. Did Detroit get both of them? No. Sean Boss, Deion Atkins, Bigby. Michael Sweat was a 75. 79 rated Westbrook. It was Gallery. So we went for Westbrook over Gallery. Again, we identified Westbrook as probably the biggest. We drafted Westbrook as it was him or Gallery, and we identified secondary as a bigger area of need. But Gallery looks unbelievable for Miami. Oh yeah, he's going to be a stud if you can just teach him some better route running. So yeah, but Westbrook is a monster. Harrell was the top tight end. He actually was better than I thought he'd be at 23. How good was Chad Woodson? Normal dev as well, so the two top running backs were normal dev. Leary was hidden dev. Cosgrove was hidden dev. Another minefield of a draft. How good was Godwin? That would have been upsetting. And then Gatewood, the last running back. All three of the top running backs in this draft were normal dev. So we did all right, given the circumstances. Top picks of round 2, George Hayden. Ralph Amos, normal dev. Connor Brown. Timmy Edwards. Jaden Vernon. God. How good was Ryan Weatherspoon? Hidden dev. That's okay. We ended up with Connor Brown. D'Angelo Arnold. So the quality didn't drop in the second round in terms of pretty useful players. What about round 3? Deontay Agnew. Really good pick for the Colts, and we identified that guy as a player. AJ McMillan, also pretty good. Really good linebackers. Teddy Wilson, also would have been good. Mitch Stevens, also would have been good. The problem is, we really had like no third round picks. We had Sean Rhodes at the end of the round. These guys might as well have been second rounders, you know? Close enough at least. We would have had to trade up pretty far. Round 4, Justin Jennings, Jamal Goodwell. Let's check the dev patterns for the 70s at least. Normal dev for Jennings. Goodwell on normal dev. And Walters on normal dev. Round 5, only 170. It was Larry Stapleton. Normal dev. Round 6, Nolan Perkins. Normal dev for the Dolphins. They really identified wide receiver as an area of need. And then the fullbacks were pretty good. The one thing I want to check, well, I guess it would make sense in round like 6 and 7. I'm going to say, any kickers and punters? That's not going to show us. A lot of quarterbacks are taken late, though. So overall, I mean, again, just a fantastic draft for us. We are going to have to figure out some stuff cap-wise. From what I can tell, we're going to sim another season. Because why not? There's the disconnect. We knew that was coming. I mean, we might as well sim another season. Like, we lost Edwards-Helaire, we lost a couple of other people, but I mean, we are still just absolutely stacked, right? I mean, we're still set up. Oh, look at Tom strutting in. Handsome fella, that Tom Brady. We're still set up to be competitors here, so. And indeed, we do still have Hardwick on the roster, yes. So, some moves are going to have to be made. I'll finish up the team off stream, it'll be faster. But Colt and Dale. Dale and Colt. We at least have a backup QB that we can train up. He was a practice squad guy. Running back, it is now Beverly, Fields, and Monk, which I'm pretty happy about. Obviously, Jerry's still a fullback. Hardwick, Andrews, Burse, Banks, and Andrews will return as our receiver core. Tight end core, still the same. The O-line, I mean, I'd imagine Cartwright, Lehman, Blackburn, Vernon, and probably Kutcher, if not Timmy Edwards, will be the O-line. Still have Casey Austin, J.D. Davison, Hugh Knighton, Roman Johnson, Deshaun McDaniels. I don't know what the hell I want to do there. Might just trade Jermichael Foster and keep all 3 of those guys. Linebackers as well. A lot of changes are going to be made here based off of dev patterns. Taylor Woodard went superstar, baby. Yes! Oh, there's still hope that he could turn into what Jadeveon Clowney was supposed to be. Yes! Oh, just go X Factor now, you beautiful man. God damn it. At corner, I have no idea what the secondary is going to look like. But Alex Thomas, Shelton McKee, Paul Reddick, Junior Boone, Bernard, Donovan Moore, Espinoza, Levy, Westbrook, Hayden. I have no idea. Like, guarantee there are going to be some massive changes in the secondary. Keith Bernard honestly might have to get dealt. Alex Thomas I'd like to keep, so Paul Reddick probably has a good chance of getting traded too. And then Jimmy Knox, unless there's a better free agent, will probably be our kicker, since we had to move on from Bucker. We already have 4 first-rounders in this upcoming draft as well, because of players we traded away last year. It's a dynasty, man. It's a dynasty.